Have you ever stopped? It really stopped. To look into your dog's eyes? That deep, silent look, full of meanings that we feel, but don't always understand. Have you ever wondered what he sees when he stares at you in silence? Does he see his tired soul, your joyful heart, your hidden pains? In this video, we're going to talk about that, about what your dog's gaze reveals, and also what he keeps. Because there, in that look that seems to cross us, lives a truth that most people have never stopped to realize. A truth about love, loyalty, and something that goes far beyond coexistence. It's about connection, about presence, about being seen for real. Comment here the name of your puppy. Tell me, what do you feel when he looks right into your eyes? Do you believe what he feels when you are sad? Have you ever experienced something like this? Let's share stories, and together understand the greatness that exists in a dog's eyes. Have you ever wondered what lies behind your dog's gaze? Not just what he sees, but what he feels, what he tries to say. That look that accompanies you even when you are silent, the one that seems to protect you even without knowing how. It's more than an exchange of glances. It's an exchange of souls, a gesture that says, "I see you," even when the whole world doesn't. And that's when everything starts to change. A dog's eyes don't judge. They don't care about what you've achieved, the mistakes you've made, the time you've spent away. They look with surrender, with acceptance, with a love that we spend our lives trying to find elsewhere. And the most beautiful thing is that they don't ask for anything in return. They just want to be a part of your life. And when you allow that, a connection is born that human words can't reach. When a dog looks at you, it sees beyond what you show. He feels his haste, his sadness, his pent-up joy. And as much as he cannot speak, he answers with his tail that swings slowly, with his snout that approaches, with his body that rests right next to him. He offers what is purest, presence. And it is in this silent presence that we often find the welcome we seek so much. A kind of love that doesn't require explanations. It just makes itself felt. Whole, true, constant. It's as if he says, "I see you, even when you try to hide it." And this way of seeing, without judgment, without demand, is rare. A dog's eyes pierce the defenses we create for the world. They see what is inside. Pain disguised as strength, fear camouflaged as courage. And instead of turning their faces, they come closer. Remain. Because for them, love is not conditioned by what is visible, but by what is real. This presence that the dog offers is often what saves us from a heavy day. He won't ask you to change, nor will he try to fix anything. But he will lie next to you, glue his body to yours, and with this simple gesture, remind you to breathe, to come back to yourself, to remember that there is someone in the world who loves you exactly as you are. And sometimes, that's all we need, someone who stays silently by our side. He understands that there are pains that do not need to be said, and yet it is there, as if to say, "You are not alone." This ability to feel and welcome with the gaze, with the body still, with the soul present, is one of the purest forms of love that we can experience. A love that does not speak, but heals. That does not explain, but transforms. That does not require, but remains. There are times when a simple glance from your dog changes the course of your day. Anger cools down. Tiredness seems less. Anxiety slows down. He makes no effort to comfort you. He is simply there, with his eyes fixed on you, as if to say, "Don't worry, I'm with you." It is a type of care that is not learned in manuals, but that transforms those who have the sensitivity to feel. This look also teaches. He shows us how to be more attentive, kinder, more present. He reminds us that every gesture matters, that every touch carries an energy, and that love is expressed in the little things. When you look into your dog's eyes, you see yourself mirrored in a love that does not require explanations, that does not need promises, that only wants to share life with you. It's impossible to fake it in front of a dog's eyes. He notices. He feels it. even when you force a smile, even when you try to look strong. His gaze pierces the masks and reaches straight to the heart. Perhaps this is why so many of us cry when we look at our dogs in silence, because there is no lie there, only truth. A simple, profound, touching truth. Over time, his gaze becomes part of your routine. You get used to looking for him when you wake up, to exchanging glances over coffee, to receiving that mute affection when you get home from work. And when, for some reason, that look is missing, for an instant, the house seems colder, the day emptier. The bond between you is not measured by words spoken, but by the looks exchanged. Because that look is not just affection, it is presence, it is care, it is pure love reflected in the eyes of those who chose you every day. The absence of this gaze, even for a few minutes, leaves a space that is not filled with anything else. You realize that it is not there before you even realize it rationally. It is as if the environment has lost a part of its soul, as if it lacks color, life, warmth. Your dog's gaze has become part of your daily life in such a silent and essential way that only when he disappears do you understand how much he supported your emotional world. He became a reference, shelter, a point of balance, and the most beautiful thing is that this look, even silent, is full of messages. It communicates longing, joy, sleep, hunger, protection. But above all, it communicates love, a love that is renewed with each encounter, that does not wear out over time, that does not need great gestures to be felt. And it is in this cycle of silent exchanges that coexistence becomes a bond, and the bond into eternity. Because even when one day that look is no longer there, it will continue to live inside you, in the gestures that remained, in the love that remains. Even in games, the dog's gaze is an invitation to lightness, to the now, to joy for no reason. He looks as if to say, "Come play with me, just for being together, just for feeling." And you go, sometimes without realizing it, because that look has a good strength, a force that pulls you back to the present. And when you realize it, you are smiling, breathing better, feeling life with more truth. There is also the look that protects, the one that stands up when something strange happens, when someone approaches, when you are vulnerable. He stands between you and the world, even without understanding everything. And at that moment, he becomes a guardian, not out of obligation, but out of love, because he feels that taking care of you is part of his mission, and this mission he fulfills with his whole heart. As the years go by, the look changes. It becomes calmer, deeper, more full of stories. There is no longer the same hurry, but there is even more presence. The dog grows old, and with it, the look matures. And every time he stares at you, it's as if to say, "Thank you for staying here." And you reply, silently, "Thank you for never leaving me." Some dogs already arrive with a heavier look, as if they brought memories of difficult places, of abandonment, of pain that should not exist. But with time and with love, this view changes. He opens up, trusts, lights up, and when you see that glow come through, you know something beautiful has happened. You have been chosen to heal and to be healed. And even if you don't understand everything he feels, the important thing is that you are there. Because the dog does not need perfect answers. He just needs presence, respect, true affection. His gaze invites you to do this, to feel more, to listen with your heart, to live more wholly. He doesn't demand much, but you are you, just the way you are. No disguises, no masks, no need to always be well. For him, his presence is enough, and this teaching is precious because it reminds us that true love is not based on explanations or perfections. It happens in the shared time, in the sincerity of the gesture, in the intention of care. You don't have to always be strong for him, you just have to be. Just offer a lap, a touch, a moment of attention, and in this, you will realize that you are not just helping, is being helped too. Because when you welcome, you are welcomed. By loving, you are healed. This is the magic of bonding with a dog. It is a love that does not demand performance, but values presence. He doesn't expect great things. He rejoices in small moments. A breakfast shared with crumbs, a lazy afternoon on the couch, a simple walk down the street. He invites you every day to live more slowly, more truly, more connected with what matters. And deep down, all he wants is exactly that, for you to live with him, and entirely. It's curious how a dog perceives time in a different way than we do. He does not cling to the past. He does not worry about the future. He lives in the now, and he lives looking at you. His gaze is always present, always attentive, always available. He doesn't deviate. He doesn't get distracted by what doesn't matter. He accompanies you with silent fidelity. This look is memory. When he's no longer around, that's what you'll remember. The eyes that accompanied you everywhere. The way he followed you around the house. The way he made you feel loved just by being there. And that memory will live in you forever. It's going to hurt sometimes, but it's also going to heat up. Because it was real, it was beautiful, it was love. It is no exaggeration to say that a dog's eyes speak. They tell stories. They reveal emotions. They ask for a lap. They give comfort. They are the reflection of a heart that loves unconditionally. And when you allow yourself to look back, unhurriedly with presence, something changes inside you. A part of you awakens, a part that was perhaps asleep by the rush of the world. And all he wants is that meeting, eye to eye, heart to heart. It is not necessary to do great things. Just being there, sitting next to him, silently present. Because for him, that's enough. That's all. And for us humans, this is a constant reminder that the essential is almost always invisible to the eye, but not to the eyes of a dog. If you have a puppy with you right now, take a moment today to stare at him in silence. Stay there. Feel what that look wants to tell you. It can be a thank you, a request for attention, a silent declaration of love, or it can be all of these together, mixed in a single look. And at that moment, you will remember, loving a dog is a rare privilege. If this message touched your heart in any way, take this moment to share your story with us. Write here in the comments how was your coexistence with your dog. What is his name? What beautiful memory do you keep in your chest? Sometimes sharing a memory is also keeping alive this love that never passes. And if you feel this true, pure, and unexplained love, write down here, I love dogs. These simple words carry an immense feeling and help build a space of affection where everyone feels understood. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and continue with us on this journey of affection, connection, and presence. And if you know someone who is in need of a word of comfort, hope, or hug in the form of a video, shares this message. It may be that, in the silence of a difficult day, this gesture transforms everything. Here, every story matters. Every furry love is remembered. Every look is welcomed. Because when we talk about dogs, we are talking about the soul, home, everything that really makes life worth living. May your day be filled with peace, and may you feel closer to your best friend, today and always.